That's right where I left at the end of the day on the last day. So it's actually 11 a.m. Current temperature's probably minus, I don't know, 10. Quite nice out. Yeah. Well dressed, so I'm pretty good. Spent all morning so far cutting fascia, and I'll show you how that works, or what I did. Also 1x4. I did not get the 1x4 in yesterday, so that's what I'm going to do this morning, or sorry, now. First thing I'll do is 1x4 now, and then I'll get started on the fascia. This is frustrating because I have to crawl through all these webs, and it's incredibly frustrating. Looks a little something like this when I do it. I do have them labeled, basically what end is north, or whatever direction I need. In this case it is. In this case it's north. So I just go around the house, slipping these guys in. Hopefully I don't hit any posts. Oh, I just made it perfect. That's one of many. Okay, so we're going to start pre-cutting fascia board. Quick example how I do that. If we go over to here, this is the back of the house. This is the back. If we go over to here, we see that this wall here is 13 foot 10. So this is probably where will be my starting point. I will take 13 foot 10 and I will add, it's a 28-inch overhang. So I'll take 13 foot 10, add 28 inches, which is 2 foot 4, and then that board will run from the wall here all the way out to this here corner. Then what I do is I grab the length of this here wall and I add 2 foot 4, 2 foot 4, subtracting the 1.5 inches for the fascia board here, and I can cut this here length. I can do that all the way around the house and pre-cut all my fascia boards. Just need to remember when to remove the 1.5 inches when you come to your corners. And you have to remember to add the overhang length to your lengths. Just a couple things to look out for, but yeah, you can pre-cut all your fascia board. Okay, so we'll do one piece of 1x4 together. South, that is south. We'll slip one in here. We'll go over here. Let's go right here. Come on, come on. Come on, you can do it. Okay. Okay. Here we are with this piece. So, have to fasten it to the girder here. Fold yourself, get in here. Okay, the layout mark I should have here somewhere. There it is. I don't know if you can see that. I'll do one more here from this angle. Oh, of course I ain't gonna find the layout mark here. It's super secret hiding. I gotta go move. Okay, now I'll be able to see my layout mark. got going a little too fast there. Too excited, I guess. Oh, I should have brought another piece of 1x4. Okay, time out. I'm gonna get a piece of 1x4. Okay, so get myself bent in here a little bit. Get my hammer to come across here. There it is. Perfect. And crawling over to here. You could do this from the bottom, actually. Save yourself all this misery. Things are nice and snug, I like it. Okay, now I just need an air nailer. Let me go find one of those. Oh man. Okay, so this is easier from the bottom, but here we are. Okay, so that's one piece. I'm almost done. Got 2 more pieces to do. I think it's kind of obvious as to why this is not my most favorite thing. Actually, the further you get in on a hip, the easier it gets. And so on. Okay? So the truth is, I am adamant about getting this done instead of going to the floor. That would mean I have to drop down to the floor and deal with that, or, which to me might take me longer, or just deal with doing it now. That was an example of probably one of the most complicated ways I've done it. I'm pretty sure everyone I've ever done is not like that. Anyways, that is now the 1x4 all in the roof. Now we can move on to fascia and soffit backing. So there I went and said I'm adamant about doing it from the top. Well, here I am on the bottom, so I lied. Sorry. Alright, this is the first piece of fascia board that I'm going to put on. The problem is, before I get to that, I got a bunch of stuff I've got to do before that. So I got to put a piece of 2x2 on here. There's a story there, it actually creates the length, I'm not getting into that. I got to put 3/8 plywood on that beam, and I'm going to put 3/8 plywood from the beam down onto the post, so that the staples and the nails hold the post to the beam rather than just the couple nails that I have in there. So bear with me. Before we get to that, there's other crap to do. Okay. Oh, it's getting beautiful. Got a little ice build up here, so I'm going to just turn this inside out. Really not a big deal at all. This is how this is to look. There. Now that has married that post to the beam. Great term. Moving on from that little party, I have over here some more super special 3/8 here. grab one. So this piece and one other were just random leftover pieces from sheeting walls. Actually, they all are. This now, I need to fur this beam out. To the exact width of the wall, because the 3/8, whatever. Here we go. I'll show you in a minute. Moving on. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. I love my job. I'm gonna get some sunscreen put on pretty soon. That's a joke. That's the fascia board. Okay, so I kind of have some random pieces cut. I gotta figure out which is which here. This is a super special piece of 2x2. Are you here? Or is it this one? It's definitely not this one. What was I thinking? Anyways, now you can see how that's all flush, right? I may have the wrong piece here because there's so much crap I got laying up here. I may have grabbed the wrong one, but even if there'll only be about this much, there'll be just a smidge of this down here that's actually exposed. Okay, paper. Okay, paper. Wonder what that squeaky noise is. I do know they came to fill up the propane tank, so I'm guessing that is the hose being unraveled from the propane truck, not my compressor. Oh, what was my soffit backing? 8 3/4? I think so. Yes. So 8 3/4. Here's the trick for doing it up here. Everybody might know this. 8 3/4, less 1.5 inches, 7 1/4. The only difference now is I'm marking the top rather than the bottom because I can see the top. Again, probably the most important tool I have on today are the knee pads. Again, another thing I say a lot about, heated gloves. Completely awesome. Just be very, very, very gentle with your heated gloves. Okay. Piece of 2x2 right here. Hope that's the right piece. Something tells me I'm going to regret this. Hold on, time out. I need to snap the line on the beam there. Okay, the 2x2. So I've ripped a bunch. So I cannot guarantee that this here is 1.5 inches. However, this, because it was a 2x6, I guarantee is 1.5 inches. So my line has been raised 1.5 inches. So I do need to make sure that I have this piece orientated correctly. My 2-inch nails being a turd. Okay. So that is the 2x2 installed. I do have to put a piece right there. I'll just go on the beam here and nail the end off there. So my line's down low here, but I'll guess this. Seam is at there. So close. Easy to guess. There. Okay, here goes our first piece of fascia. Keep in mind, this is a 412. It has a 2'4" overhang, so it's going to be a little further out than I like. But hey. So the reason why the 2x2 had to go on is because I actually have it notched in the fascia board there. I don't know if you can see that. This is going to be tricky. I'm going to guess this is where I can start a nail. Okay. So it should rest on the 2x2. That nail might not work. Pull that back up. There it is on the 2x2. Okay, I'm guessing at that 1/2 inch reveal of the tail right here. That's a tack. Go over here and tack. Okay. So this again, reaching in the pouch, I have to be careful not to get too anxious because of my heated liners. Stick your head on that. Oh my goodness, beautiful. And I'm not just saying that, it is beautiful. So now we can go to that corner and punch a nail or two in. Because of the measurement and the notch I created, I know that there should be 1.5 inches too much here. That's fun. Okay. I can see now that that might be sticking out a bit too far. So my height looked awesome. Well played, air nailer, well played. Okay, so I remember the number now. It was actually 16'2" from that wall to the end of that hip. This is a full length piece. It's 16 3/4. So I have about 1 inch plus 3/8. So this is 1.5 inches. So this board might have wanted to go that way 1/4 inch. which is probably why I'm not quite hanging 1.5 inches over on that hip. Not to mention that that hip has to be punched back in. Okay, hold on a second. Maybe not. I think this has got to come out a touch. Okay, I can't look at it from there. I'm too close. A little bit more on that last tail. Yeah. That doesn't seem right. And you. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, I like it. I love it. Can you see that? I hope you can. Okay, so that is this piece. Okay, so just going out on the deck here, do a little bit more of this together. Probably can't see my red line. Oh, I forgot to get nails. Time out. It's a north breeze, that's cold. Thanks for watching. You all take care, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.